Sarah openly referring to my husband as the father of her baby was a lie, but I couldn't help but be affected by her statements. My eyes welled up with tears, and I tried not to cry in front of everyone. Sarah jumped up laughing and playfully shoved her husband Mark, shouting, "I was just kidding, guys. This is all just a prank for my Instagram. I've put up cameras everywhere to capture all of your reactions." As everyone glanced around, puzzled, I couldn't help but be annoyed at Sarah for putting us on such an emotional roller coaster. I couldn't believe my best friend felt pointing out my spouse as the father of her child was humorous, especially given our past issues. I turned to look at my spouse and noticed that his face was flushed. He was still holding my hands, and I could sense he was ashamed at the time. Although a few visitors laughed nervously, the room was generally uncomfortable. I noted that Sarah's husband, Mark, did not join in the laughs. He appeared upset rather than amused, and even apologized to my husband. Mark and my husband had grown to be close friends over the years, and I believe he felt sorry for us at the time. I did not want to face Sarah right away and ruin her baby shower. As she continued with the festivities, I attempted to shake the dread that had crept in, but it persisted. After lunch, we played a few games before opening all the gifts. Sarah was the only one who appeared to be having fun, conversing with people and shooting images for social media. My husband had previously informed me privately that he intended to leave after the awful meal, but I urged him to stay. I didn't want the visitors to notice us leaving unexpectedly, so I told him I'd talk to Sarah about it later. I guess Mark, too, was uncomfortable continuing with the celebration since he immediately stood up with an angry expression. He asked Sarah if they could go outside for a bit, and I knew something was about to happen. We could all see and hear them plainly as they spoke, and it was clear that Sarah's joke had made the atmosphere in the room uncomfortable. I observed as their talk heated up, and Mark's motions became increasingly impassioned by the minute. Mark's voice increased, and his comments echoed across the room. "I can't believe you would do something like this. They are our closest friends, and this is not just a harmless prank. You made a mockery of our baby shower and humiliated me in front of everyone." Sarah kept saying she thought it was a harmless prank, but Mark was having none of it. He sternly advised her to grow up and stop making insensitive comments, especially since they were celebrating the birth of their child. The room had become uncomfortably silent. We could all hear their words plainly. My husband couldn't stand it any longer, so he got up and went, saying he'd wait for me in the car.